All right, y'all. So we are back with another wizard build. All right, YouTube, we are back with another build video for you. In this one, I'm showing you my updated wizard farm build because if you haven't been up to date with my channel, I am back on the wizard. Love my Tempest, missed the Tempest, but now it's time for the wizard again because it's been a few different rotations since I've actually been on the wizard. So let's go ahead and jump straight to it. Now, today's gameplay is actually going to be in a Terror Rift. I have a few more that I need to do for the week, so I figured what better way of actually doing this than jumping in a party and testing out this farm build. So this is the first time in a long time that a farm build with the wizard, at least that I've used, has actually used teleport. For those of you that are new or have not been in the game for as long as, others or myself, some of these essences are actually some of the OG ones. So some of these you can actually very easily farm and get a hold of. Now, obviously in Terror Rifts, if you aren't spamming these and getting your 10, I think you're doing it wrong, truthfully. I think terrorists are by far the best farming method you should do because it is guaranteeing you once you do 10, or you get 10 terror essences and run those every week, that you are guaranteed to be getting essentially a 3 triple stat, and it'll either be a 3 out of 4 or a 4 out of 4 wholly on rares. Look at the map, guys. This is crazy. I've never seen that many rares spawn at one time. So obviously this is the benefit of being in a group and all staying sort of together. Lots and lots of awesomeness here. But anyway, the build itself is high damage. And it's basically you spam what I'm going to call my 1, 2, 3. And then you teleport for additional damage. Now, of course, when we're done, I'll showcase the actual build, but I just want to talk about why I love this build so much. So we are using the Disintegrate essence that makes it so you can basically summon, I think it's like a bird or whatever. You're summoning something. I don't even remember what it looks like. Now, you see the 2 spinning balls. That is from my Eternal gear that I have, one of the new masteries that I have for that gear, which makes Disintegrate do that. So Disintegrate not only will just continue hitting everywhere, but it also does the 2 spinning balls of death, which do a non-trivial amount of damage. Now, I basically just save my Disintegrate should basically be up at all times, and you want to save your teleport for the boss, and then just teleport on top of them, and then just blow them up. This is Inferno 1 gameplay, by the way, in case you're curious about my combat rating, anything else. My resonance is at just over 4K, about 4.2, and then for my combat rating, I'm just over 38K. Alright, so there you go. We beat that. I didn't see if we actually got a Terror Essence or anything. Don't really care. I'm going to be doing this to the fullest anyway. But basically, you just kind of spank and tank and run around. And then, again, your teleport is going to be not just for movement, but you're actually going to be using it for additional damage. So you're going to be using your... Oh gosh, skill names are hard apparently. Your Lightning Nova will be used as a speed buff because again it's going to be turning into the Lightning Ball. Disintegrate used on cooldown. Some of the essences we're using are going to help that cooldown stay almost 100% up. And then the Arcane Torrent we've been talking about as I almost die. So I'm going to stay semi-close to these guys, but let's see where the next... Oh, it hasn't even spawned yet. We're... Oh. Savages. Yeah, so we're just waiting for the next tower to spawn. I'm just going to keep farming as one does while we wait for it. But the Disintegrate does so much damage. It's actually ungodly the amount of damage. But whenever you see a super rare elite, or if you're just overworld farming and want to use the teleport to close a gap, make sure you're teleporting into a group of mobs, because again, it is increasing your damage after using it. So that's why I utilize it. Again, it's a very straightforward build. It's not utilizing any of the newest essences that we have to the game that came to the Wizard. So a lot of the new essences for Wizard are focused around... Don't hit me. Damn it. Are focused around frost and freezing things and all that kind of stuff. We are not utilizing that for this build at all, which is good for those of you that are going to the Wizard. I do think this is probably the fastest Wizard build that I have seen, bar none, believe it or not. But yeah, so you can see we just burn through. Even though we have people with us, we just burn through these guys like it's literally nothing. All right, let's see if we can find... All right, he's going that way. I just want to see if we can find our tower. All right, there we go. So we got some speedy feet. There we go. We found the tower. Spire, excuse me. And we have enough to jump into it already, but elites have spawned, so we're going to kill these. This is like the best round in terms of elite spawning that I think I've ever seen in a Terror Rift. Now, like I said, I'm running all 10 of these every single week because it is sick, and it does a ton of for your account. And it actually doesn't take as long as I had originally thought it did, because admittedly, before they buffed the Terror Essence drop rate, like I don't think not many people were doing these. My combat rating has shot up tremendously, because not only am I doing it, but they also increase the rate at which you accrue your terror gear, your eternal gear. I can't talk straight. Your eternal gear. So as I'm running my 10 Terra Rifts, which is what I will end up doing. So I run the Terra Rifts to get the Terra Essences, and then I do the Oblivion Pillars, because originally when this game mode first came out, or game modes first came out, they said that was the best way. If I have a bunch of bounties to do, I will still do my bounties, like do an upgraded bounty. But I've had better RNG doing it with the Oblivion Pillars, and I'm at a point, cool, I got my Terror Essence there. I'm just at a point where, like, I can do it, again, with this build. I don't change my build at all. Full farm build, and it's golden. No issues. I already have almost enough essences for or enough whatever for the next tower, which is pretty good farming. Well, I guess while we're chilling, let me go ahead and show you the essences. We'll just piece this build together throughout the video. So Crushing Weight is the headpiece I'm using because it does teleport, also increases your damage by 10% for 4.8 seconds. Chess is Sprite's Spark, which is the one that turns you into a ball and makes you do a ton of damage. So now I'm actually going to use my teleport to get up to this thing so I can get closer to this. And then where are we going?
Pitiful display.
Didn't they spawn? What? No? I saw that. Like, didn't I? Alright, whatever. We'll just keep farming. Alright, so I'm just going to stand here and let my build just kill everything once we get a little bit more of all the elites dead, since there are so many. Alright, so cool. So for the shoulders, I'm using Crystalline Shadow. This is one of the newer ones, not in the most recent round, but the last one. So Disintegrate summons an arcane deputy that follows you and channels Disintegrate enemies, beam at enemies. And then the pants is what helps you keep 100% uptime, like I said. And this is Hastened Oblivion, which is essentially Disintegrate's cooldown is reduced by 1.6 seconds when damaging an enemy up to a maximum of 4.8 seconds. And that really does help you get to that, like I said, close to 100% uptime. Whoops. Got a ton of fragments there. We're getting all the good stuff. All right, I'm going to go ahead and teleport to the next area before I cover the last few pieces. All right, cool. Map glitched. So for the main hand one, we are using Rift Carver, which is going to be for the Arcane Torrent, which Arcane Torrent does a chaotic orb that moves with you and just deals a bunch of damage. Offhand one is Winter's Eye, which I shouldn't be using. What? What? What am I doing? All right, we'll come back to that. Main hand number 2, Disintegrate damage increase. And then last but not least, the Frenetic Spark, which is going to be Lightning Nova cooldown reduced by 18.9 seconds. We're going to fix that other offhand here in a second. God, I mean, there's so many good things you could use. I'm really surprised I didn't notice that. Like, I've been running this build for a non-trivial amount of time, so if anything, I'm a little embarrassed that I've now turned this into a video and outed myself for not doing better. But this will be over here soon. We already have enough for one tower right now as I'm looking for it. I assume it's over by them if they're all down there. Yeah. I'm stuck. And then we already almost have enough for the last one once it spawns. So really good group here. Wow, and a summon, dude. This is legit. These guys are professionals, and these are just randoms. So shout out to them. But love it. All right, let's get to the tower. Get to the tower instead of the chopper. Get to the tower. All right, and then we're gonna fix that offhand. That is hella embarrassing. All right, opening it, and now we'll just literally just spam all your abilities, and then as you get to a big cluster, you teleport on them and get that increased buff to damage. Or if, in my case, if you're bad at walking and need to use it to get over things. I don't know if you guys have had this issue, but if you look at my map right now, it says I'm basically surrounded by enemies, and I see some of them, but I'm not nearly seeing all of them. I only have this issue in Terror Rifts, where I'm seeing some enemies, but not all of them, but my abilities are hitting them. Have you guys had that issue? Like, I'm literally, like, now I can see them. But they weren't all seemingly there at first, and sometimes I never see them. Like, I literally end up killing everything before I even see them, and then the boss just spawns. So it's working as intended in terms of like being able to hit them and kill them or whatever, but yeah, it's not necessarily working as intended when it comes to seeing them. All right, let's blow this bad boy up. We still got 4 minutes to go, just under, and we have plenty of time. And we're about to have enough for another Terra Essence. That's 2, at least 2. I had 2 already, so let's see what we got. Yeah, so we've had 2 out of 3 so far. Love that. And now we have enough for the last one whenever it spawns. So yeah, when it comes to that offhand, I'm just baffled that I haven't noticed that. And again, we'll cover that here in a second. For the sec gear, I'm using a 4-piece Vithus and a 4-piece Grace of the Flagellant. You could do 4-piece Vithus. That's all you really need. And then you could do like a 2-piece Banquet. So I'm not saying this sec gear is the best, but it's what I'm using for a few different builds that I'm running for the Wizard. So I didn't necessarily want to like waste my time. Especially since we are relatively recently into Inferno 1. I wanted to make sure that I'm at least utilizing and min-maxing the gear that I can use, so that way, like, you know, I get triple stats and stuff like that. Dude, this guy's finding them all over the place. He's hacking. Man's hacking. Hacking Diablo Immortal confirmed. Let's all go to the Reddit. Let's go to the subreddit, guys. They're hacking. Ooh. Alright. Now you can summon me. Anyway, take a sip of my Fresca. Hashtag not an ad. All right, let's go jump into this. So again, there's some options there with your set gear. Again, to really min-max this build, I would definitely do a 4-piece Flagellant, 2-piece Vithus for the extended buff duration. That's really all you need Vithus for. I'm not primary attacking at all, although right now I'm doing all the primary attacking and I'm not touching anything. So maybe I'm hacking. Anyway, outside of right-clicking to move, I'm not actually primary attacking at all. Sometimes it just does that because I end up landing on somebody when I'm walking, and it apparently randomly bugs out and makes it so I just primary attack a bunch. Actually, I think that's a setting that I turned on when we were all sort of like forever ago exploring that like auto attack feature, but now I'm petrified of using it because I don't want to get banned for auto farming, even though it's a setting in the game. We've also asked for clarification on this several times and still haven't gotten it. So yeah, so like right now, I don't see anyone here, but I'm killing them. Whatever. All right, teleport on her. Got all the cooldowns going. And 90 seconds till collapse, but we're already done. Can we get 3 out of 4? Oh, we did. Hell yes. So Terror Essences are beautiful. I already ran all 10 of mine for the week, and now I'm actually ahead for the following week by 5. So I have 5 essences ready to go out of my 10 that I need for next week already, and it hasn't even reached that yet. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, GG indeed, dude. That was a great party. GG. All right, let's see. While we wait, I can show you guys the Paragon trees that I'm using. I am using Harbinger, which is the new sort of speed boofy one. Let me just kill all this stuff real quick and start walking in a direction that is not dangerous, or maybe teleporting. Okay, I just want to walk there. Can we navigate? Anyway. We'll just let that go. So again, I'm using that one. I teleported. I knew it was gonna happen. So I'm using Quick Step, so dash skills cooldown, recover 10% faster. Again, I am using teleport, which is really good. I'm using Savage Urge, which is critical hits increased by 10% of your movement speed. Pretty cool. And then you move unhinged through monsters and barriers or traps created by skills, and that's Illustry Sturdy. Oh shit, I died. My bad. Good comms. Wait, how do they follow me? Question mark. What are these orange guys doing? All right, so we got 242 past what we actually needed, which is kind of sick. All right, cool. Whoa, FPS lag. All right, so what else are we using for our Paragon tree? I don't want to milk this any more than I already have. Fatal Urge, which is the critical hit chance bonuses from Savage Urge increases from 10 to 20, which is the one that we had up here. And then last but not least, I'm running Spree, which increases your movement speed by 3% for 5 seconds when you kill a monster, stacking up to 15%. So the only one I'm noticing, though, I don't need this one super lot. Dash skills cause you to become invincible. No, invisible, rather. I see, like, that one could be good, but nah. This one gives you a shield. Yeah, this is the build that I would run. You could use Slinger if you want. I like the movement speed personally, so that's why I run this one. But ultimately, guys, like I said, I've been running this build for a while now. And now that I'm back on Wizard, I'm just very much enjoying it. So hopefully you guys are as well, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. This was a little bit longer of a build video, so let me know how you think about that in the comment section below. Sometimes you guys like my longer videos where I'm also just trying to get back to West March right now, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Sometimes you guys really like my long form videos where I talk about more than just like showing you like a quick question and answer. And so I try to not give you a ton of them, and so this one was sort of in between. So give me your feedback in the comment section below. Really, I just greatly appreciate all the support on the YouTube videos recently. It's been a really, really good about week and a half. So that shows me that the things that I'm testing, you guys are enjoying, and I'm bringing you better content than I was previously, which I appreciate that feedback in a non-verbal way via the statistics and analytics of YouTube. And more importantly, I'm just loving the game. And I know there's a lot of drama going on. I've covered that in some of my other videos. In fact, I'll show you this video right above me right now where I talk about how I personally don't think the market is dead, even though a lot of people say that it is. So if you want to see that, make sure you click on this video right now because I'm sure there's some pissed off people in the comment section for that one. So go click on this video right now.